So let's take a look at the head-to-head matchups for the Thanksgiving game between the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Shaun up first. We go with Giant safety Julian Love against Dalton Schultz, the tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, Love had a career-high 14 tackles against Dallas in week number 3. Schultz did not play in that game. He had a knee injury.
Julian Love knows he's got additional responsibility this week against the Cowboys. Obviously, the green dot, he's been handling that really well since Xavier McKinney's been out. But the Giants' leading tackler is going to have to find a way to handle this guy. And Dalton Schultz, you mentioned that he didn't play in the Week 3 matchup earlier this season. In his 2 games last season against the Giants, he had 14 catches. So no doubt about it, Dak Prescott loves going to Dalton Schultz. He kind of looks for him as his security blanket. He's almost his Jason Witten to Tony Romo now in this offense. But one of the things I think Dalton Schultz does a great job of is he does a great job after the catch. He does a great job creating separation with the routes. He's not going to run by anybody. He's not going to be one of those deep threat guys, but he does a great job attacking that middle of the field, which is why I think this could be a great matchup in the Giants' favor. Now, a lot of teams end up with a linebacker on to Dalton Schultz, and I think that's a mismatch in their favor. But with Julian Love, with his athleticism, his speed, his recoverability, I think this is a benefit for the Giants, and I think this is a mismatch in the Giants' favor.
Schultz right now is second on the Cowboys with 29 receptions this season. Okay, the next matchup, Darius Slayton against Trevon Diggs, the interception machine. Well, Slayton has now had 5 consecutive starts for the Giants, and last weekend he had a season-high 10 targets. Diggs, number 2 in the NFL right now with 13 passes defensed. Slayton is going to have to be pretty crafty to beat him.
I mean, he's a good DB, so obviously got to be aware of him. He's got great ball skills down the field. But, I just try to treat everybody the same. I know I got to play my game, play fast, play strong. So this is the way I approach it.
How important is it for the running game to get going, to allow your defense to maintain the balance that you have to have when going against a secondary like that?
I think it's always important. Football's a game of balance. You got to be able to run it, got to be able to throw it, and obviously it helps us as receivers. The better we run it, helps the play-action game. So, I have full faith that they'll get it going, and I'm looking forward to it.
Darius Slayton has had an unbelievable run the last 4 weeks. He's continued to be Daniel Jones' go-to guy, and he's going to need him now more than ever on Thanksgiving evening. And for Darius Slayton, look, this is a great challenge, and I'm sure he's looking forward to the challenge of going up against that guy. When you look at the receivers Trevon Diggs has gone against, he just held Justin Jefferson last week to 2 catches for 19 yards. He's gone against Terry McLaurin. He's gone against A.J. Brown. He's gone against some of the best, Jamar Chase, before he got hurt. So this is a great opportunity for Darius Slayton to make a name for himself in the NFL going against the best. Now, you mentioned the fact that he's got the interceptions. He's second in the NFL in pass breakups. Only Sauce Gardner with the Jets has more. I think when you look at that, one of the things that Daniel Jones and Mike Kafka and Brian Dable are looking at is, yes, he loves interceptions. He loves going after the ball. We call him a ball hawk. But that also makes him susceptible to the double move. And one of the things that Trevon Diggs loves doing, he loves jumping routes. He loves trying to make that big splashy play. And as much as you try to design your offense to look, we don't want to put the ball at risk. We don't want Daniel Jones to make any risky throws, Paul. I think this could be a good opportunity for Darius Slayton to bite on that aggressiveness and hit them with a double move at some point. For Darius, I know he's looking forward to the challenge. And, of course, Trevon Diggs is looking forward to pitching basically another shutout against a big-time receiver.
I think it's interesting that Diggs is allowing a 62% completion percentage this year, which is the worst of his 3-year career. A lot of teams have actually tried to hit him with shorter stuff to see if they can get him to bite before they go deep.
Yeah, and a lot of teams are basically just not even throwing at him. But to your point, yeah, they want to hit those short routes and get him, kind of biting in and then hope to hit him for the deep ball. The thing that Darius Slayton, when you look at his numbers, okay, look, he doesn't have, the 500-yard receiving games, but he averages 17.2 yards per catch. There's only one receiver in the NFL, maybe 2, that has more per catch than Darius Slayton. So 17.2 yards per catch, that's pretty impressive, and he's clearly been the big playmaker for the Giants offense.
Well, Diggs has been a big play machine against the Giants. In fact, in each of his past 3 games against Big Blue, he has had an interception. That'll do it for Head to Head this week.